everybody. Welcome to Art Local. My name is Kim Flam. I am the director of Arts Connect, and I am here with Lisa Zupan. She is our education director. She is right here with our iPad. Because we are streaming live, we have the ability to capture your questions and your comments and be able to answer questions that you might have tonight. I'm going to let Lisa go over there so I could take my mask down while we go through a couple of things. Lisa, are you getting the live feed connection?
I think so.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to take this off right now. Again, welcome to the Art Local Art Show 2020 edition, right? So normally we are at the Centennial Barn, two-story beautiful barn, and we have 55 artists celebrating in a two-day powerhouse event with a huge crowd. So we came to the question of how do we handle this art show and still celebrate local artists in this crazy COVID world that we're in. So we're doing a couple of things. We've got 4 different components this year to the Art Local Art Show. We have an online version. This online version is actually going to be live all the way through December the 30th. Go to www.artlocalartshow.com. It's got everything there. You'll be able to find all of the artwork. You can purchase the artwork online. You can participate in the silent auction, and you can also watch demonstrations from artists on demand. Tonight, we are streaming live, and it is the kickoff of the in-person gallery. So we do have an in-person experience. We've extended the show for an entire week. So we are going to be open starting tomorrow from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Springfield Township Community Arts Center. Monday through Friday, we are open from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. So we are going to be open tomorrow, Saturday, the full week, all of next week, and then the following Saturday in person. And you can come in and see the artwork up close. Tonight, we're going to have an interview with 4 different local artists. One will actually be giving a demonstration on wood turning. And if you're tuning in right now, you might just be waiting for the gift card raffle. The gift card raffle tickets are $5 and exciting. We had a donor step up unexpectedly. They knew that we were going to be giving a $200 Visa gift card tonight. And they came up to us and they said, we'd like to double that. So not only do we have a $200 Visa gift card, we've got 2 $200 Visa gift cards. We're going to pull one tonight here in just a few minutes, and then we're going to pull another one on Monday, the last day of the show, November the 16th at 10 a.m. So when we're taking the show down, we're going to do a live raffle pull. So you have an opportunity to still get in on the raffle if you didn't get into it tonight. You can do that on the website, artlocalartshow.com. You can purchase your tickets right from there. Or if you'd like, you can make a comment in our live stream. We will send you a link so you can get those tickets and get into the next drawing, which is going to be on the November 16th date. Before we take a tour of the artists, before we do our pick here for the raffle, I wanted to share with you the exciting renovations that have just recently happened here at our art center. Now, Waycross is savvy. They came here in advance, and they recorded a whole top to bottom video, and we're going to go ahead and show that now. hope you enjoyed the video, but I really invite you to come and see it in person. We have an exciting program here. We are running classes safely. Every student has their own table, which makes social distancing very, very easy. We have a brand new pottery studio, which we're doing intro and advanced wheel classes, hand building, and these are for kids and for adults. We also have a beautiful wood shop, which we're doing blacksmithing and woodworking and workshops. We've got a lot of really cool programs here, and we invite you to come in. All right, so one more time, before we do this exciting Visa gift card drawing, I want to make sure that you saw or that you know that we are doing a silent auction. The silent auction is at www.artlocalartshow.com. All of these items here have been donated by local artists and local businesses, and you can get a steal. So we've got gift certificates and artwork. We've got logo apparel from Arts Connect. If you just get on that website, artlocalartshow.com, you can place your bid. This bidding ends on the 15th at 9 o'clock p.m. So Sunday, November the 15th at 9 o'clock p.m. This closes out, and then all of this wonderful items will be awarded. All right, you ready for the Visa gift card drawing? $200. Lisa. Oops, actually, let me put my mask back on. I want to make sure that we are doing this properly here. I'm going to mix this up really, really good. One winner. Everybody's going to stay in this bowl for our next drawing. And you can still purchase more tickets on the website, artlocalartshow.com, or put a comment down on Facebook, and we will send you a link.
All right, everybody ready?
And the winner is Tamara Kunkel. Tamara, you won a $200 Visa gift card. We could not be more excited for you. We will keep this for you. We will call you at home and make sure that you get your $200. Again, we're going to do another one Monday the 16th at 10 a.m. All right, so let's quickly take a tour of the Art Local Art Show, the in-person gallery. Welcome back to the ArtLocal Art Show. Again, my name is Kim. I'm with Arts Connect. And tonight we are continuing on our ArtLocal journey, and we are talking to 4 different artists. Before we get to that, we did get our very first question. They were asking, how do I get raffle tickets for the Monday drawing? You can do that by going to www.artlocalartshow.com and click on the raffle button. You can purchase your tickets. We will write them. We will fill it all out. I'll even send you the stub, and we will pull that on Monday the 16th at 10 a.m. live on Facebook. So our first interview today is with Marion Fisher. Marion has a beautiful collection here, and while the camera was gone, we were kind of feeling sorry for this poor bird who is being focused on by these adorable little animals here. So Marion, tell me, how long have you been in the arts, and what got you there?
Well, I started in 2008. I retired. I had been working all my life, and I had a lot of time on my hands all of a sudden, and I had a fraternal grandmother who was doing oils, and when she passed on, she had enough of her work that everyone in the family got one of her paintings. So that sort of hooked me in that I'd like to leave something for everyone. So I started in 2008 with oils, and I've stayed in oils. A couple different reasons. I love the colors. As you can see, especially in this one, there's just a lot of variances. And most importantly, with oils, if you make a mistake, you can just get rid of it. You can either scrape it off or paint on top of it.
Now you like a different kind of paper. You don't use canvas, right? Or what do you prefer?
These are all canvas,
Okay.
but I do some on rice paper. And rice paper, when you put oil on the rice paper, it tends to bleed. So there's not as much control, so that takes some getting used to. But rice paper is very thin, so when you pull it on the ends, it has a lot of filaments coming off of it. So it really gives you a nice look. And I've also experimented with charcoal and oil together. But right here, what you see is just all oils. This one was done with just brushes. This one I did use, here's my palette knife, just to show you that I did the background in palette knife, and then all of these streaks are with palette knife. And then here, with palette knife, you can do a lot of background and blend it together with a knife. So I use brushes, but I also use the palette knife.
Very interesting. What are you working on right now?
I'm getting away from animals completely. I'm actually working on a children's book, which just got started. I have a couple chapters, and it's about a little girl who has bad habits and what happens to her when those bad habits don't get corrected. And so I'm writing it because I do have a degree in education and taught school for 3 years in 2nd grade. And I'm also doing the illustrations for the book. So that's just in beginning stages, but I'm anxious about doing something different, but still doing oils.
Fascinating, absolutely fascinating. So where can people find more of your artwork or learn more about some of the artwork that you do?
Well, I do have a website, and it's Marion Fisher, FISHER.com. And I have over 60 of my paintings on there right now. Some of the beginning ones I did framing, but lately I've been doing a lot of wraparounds. And the reason for that is framing really adds a lot to the cost. So I can charge a little bit less if I don't have the framing. So I'm starting to do a lot more with wraparound. And as you see on these, they're really just on the ends, the different solid colors. And sometimes artists will wrap the scene around the edge, depending on how you want to do that.
And I just learned from Lisa that we've got you booked for an upcoming workshop on March the 13th.
Yes.
What is that going to be about?
It's palette knife.
Palette knife.
And it's going to be oils. And I will be able to do it in person, or if we're still in the COVID situation, we're going to be set up that people can do it at home. And the way we're going to do this is everybody's going to be doing the same painting. So, and it's all going to be palette knife.
So anybody can do it.
Anybody
Step by
can
step,
do it.
everybody's working on the same thing.
Right.
Sounds very fun and very doable.
Yes, looking forward to that. I've done quite a number of workshops for your organization. I think you're doing a great job in giving local artists the opportunity to show our work.
Thank you so much for being a part of this.
Thank you.
For a number of years.
Yes.
All right, next we're going to go see Thaddeus Williams. Hang tight, do not leave. This is a really, really wonderful interview ahead. All right, we are back at the ArtLocal Art Show. Right now we're going to be talking to Thaddeus Williams. He's been a part of the ArtLocal Art Show event for a number of years, but a little dear to my heart, he was actually part of the Brentwood Bowl mural project and was actually the lead on that project. Before we get into the amazing artwork that you did, can you please share your experience with working with Artworks and Arts Connect on that mural?
Well, that was a wonderful experience. Worked with the Boys and Girls Club and I always knew about Artworks, and my kids ended up being on there working for years, and I ended up a few years back in 2007 managed to put the application in, and I did teaching artists that year. And then the next year I applied again, and then they just said, oh, you can do the project manager, so that was really nice of them.
It was definitely a surprise when I worked up to the mural for the first time, and I'm like, I know that guy. It was great, and it was so awesome because so many of the students that you got to work with were students from our community, and what a neat project. It was a beautiful project. It's got a gorgeous outcome to it. It was challenging.
Yeah.
It was very challenging.
Right.
You had textured walls that you had to deal with. Different elevations of that building that is unlike any other building I think that they've had to do before. Overall, how did you feel about it? Were you happy with the outcome? Did you like working with the students?
Oh, the students was fantastic, and my teaching artist Ian was amazing. When I first applied, we worked inside the mural before because I was going to get some experience working outside, but that was my first time doing a project manager and outside, so I had to feel my way through with some of the previous experiences and things, but it was a great experience, and it's a lot of challenges, and learning to mix on a large scale.
Yeah.
Was
That's
unique.
a different thing. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
used to mixing probably. This is a large scale piece right here.
Right.
But it's a bunch of little pieces all put together. This is a really interesting art exhibit here. I know the history a little bit about it, but I would love for you to share it with the community. Can you tell us about your piece that you've got here, your collection?
Sure. One last thing on the mural.
Oh.
We lived over there 8 years prior, so we had 8 years over in Finneytown, so I feel like that was a good thing to be a part of the community. Then we moved to Wyoming. This year, Art Academy in 2019 celebrated 150 years of making artists, and then so there was the first time doing residencies, and so I said, let me just add my daughter to it, because we both went to Art Academy. I went 24 years prior, and I said, well, let me add her, and she graduated in 2017, and I thought that would be great, and they loved it, the idea, and they brought us in. So from January all the way to August, we painted together, and that's one of the first pictures that I started on. It originated from that piece. I have a smaller piece just like that, then I expanded it. That's one of the pictures I started with, and just working with my daughter Deja. And
Tell us what the name of the installation is.
well, and what we was walking along, and after a couple weeks in, and something hit me. I was like, oh, full circle, because that was me coming back to the Art Academy, being able to be in the building, and they had moved downtown from Eden Park, so that was fantastic too. So that's how that came up, full circle. She said, oh, I like this. So that name, that one's full circle. Expanded circle of influence, because I took a smaller version I did before and pulled the image out. It was a small square, and then those was found. Sometimes I had found objects to a piece, and like this one, this is got corrugated cardboard on it. So I like to use what I have around me.
To do textures, and you consider yourself an abstract artist, correct?
Abstract painter.
Yes. But, and so what is the process that you go through even just to make something like this?
Well, I put up the sketches because in the beginning, like in going through school, I was always doodling, and I drew. My mom was an artist, and she always remember my dad's, she had drew my dad's boots with charcoal. And I was like, what are the shoes on the wall for? But I always started drawing because she was doing that. But in school, I would draw to keep me focused. I didn't know that at the time, but that's what I was doing. And so I would draw and I would doodle, and I always got the sketchbook with me. And then I can make a copy, and I can make some studies. Then I can take it from there and blow it up, and you can make different varieties of it. Like down here is the beginning of one. That's one that was in a couple stages after you draw it and paint it. Yeah. And this one, I do hard edge painting, which means you take the tape and you can mask the area around it, and go around all of the area, and then you can paint inside. So, you can paint, and you can go over it until you're comfortable the way you like it. Then you can take the tape off, and then you can expose that area. Like, so if I take this off here, then you'll have
a nice clean edge.
Nice clean edge.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So where can people find your work at?
It's on ThaddeusWilliams.com, and or you can go to at @OurManWorks on Instagram.
Fantastic.
See some works.
Well, and you can see this whole collection on the ArtLocalArtShow.com. His work is all for sale, but you have to come and see it in person right here at the Community Art Center. Thaddeus, thank you very much. It has been an honor and a privilege to work with you for the last couple of years. I look forward to many more Local Art shows and you know, having you as an artist here in the community. It's exciting.
Thank you. It's been a lot of fun.
Next up, we are going to see a wood turning demonstration by David Markle. David has done countless numbers of bowls. They're absolutely gorgeous and beautiful. So let's go take a tour and see how a bowl is made. All right. Welcome back to the Local Art Show. We have a special treat for you here with David Markle. He does amazing, beautiful wood turning bowls. And tonight, he's going to take you through the process of how he turns his wood bowls. David, I'm going to... You're on. It's all you.
Okay, hi everyone. It's everyone out there. I just wanted to show you how we start out with making a bowl. We make bowls out of trees that are cut down. I could drive by a tree trimmer and pick up a piece of wood that he just cut off your tree, and I could make a bowl out of it. And I have two halves of a log right here, and this would be how we would start out with a bowl. I would take the log and cut a circle out of it like this. And if I was going to make a flat bowl like these right here, I would turn the piece like this and make it, you know, make it round. If I was going to turn this piece, then I would take the other half here and I would turn it this way. So this came out of there, if that makes any sense to you. And I was hoping to turn this piece tonight, but if you could get a close-up of that, it's got a big crack in it. That's because this piece was wet when I turned it originally. So I can't take the chance of having that fly apart. So I have this piece here that will end up looking like this. Okay? So we'll use, this is what we call a bowl gouge, of course, to make a bowl. So we've got the lathe here, and I don't need this part, so I just take that off. I turn it on. I already did this side here. I already rounded it up, so you can see what it looked like there. And I rounded that up, and then I'll start cutting in here. And you see that I'm bringing the chisel from here around to here. And then I just go across. And I'll cut all this away. Now, I don't know how much time I have, whether we can cut this all the way down to round or not, but we'll give it a go. Now you can see where we are. You see how that's coming out of there. And then it'll leave, I'll cut it down to here and leave the bark on it, and we'll have what we call a bark edge bowl. That makes sense. And I'll leave this in the middle right here because it helps stabilize the bowl so it doesn't rattle on me. And then when I get it out to here, then I'll start cutting some of this out of here. So that gives me stability. A little bit more to go, and I'll be finished with the edge. This is kind of tricky. I'm liable to rip all the bark off of there. Well, there we go. That's about as far as I can go. I should mention to you folks out there, if any of you are interested in wood turning, we have a club here in Cincinnati. We have over 300 members. It's called the Ohio Valley Woodturners Guild, and you can look us up on the internet as OV, Ohio Valley Woodturners WG, ovwg.org. But because of the virus going on right now, we haven't been able to meet at all. But when things loosen up a little bit, give us a look. Okay?
Dave, this is really fascinating to me. I love it.
Okay.
I wanted to show you, this is a finished bowl with that bark edge.
The bark edge, yeah.
Yeah. And this is maple, right?
That's maple, yeah.
Maple.
Yeah.
This is in the ArtLocal Art Show. And so is this brilliant piece.
That's got bugs in it.
Not right now. All right, Dave, thank you very much.
That's all right. I appreciate it.
I'll send you a cleaning bill.
I'm sorry?
I'll send you a cleaning bill.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we have one more artist that we're going to go visit. Come on with me, and we're going to go talk to Paul Mado. All right, welcome back to the ArtLocal Art Show. Again, I want to remind you, go to artlocalartshow.com. You can see all of this work. You can purchase all of this work from the click of a button and from the comfort of your home. But the gallery is open starting tomorrow at 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. And then we are open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. Our last interview this evening is Paul Mado. He is a professional photographer and has been for a long time. He is also a teacher for Arts Connect. Paul, can you tell us about your start and your history of being a photographer in Cincinnati?
Yeah, I went to college. I started out as an art major in college, and I think my professors thought I would starve, so I switched to my second love, which was photography. And I worked in television as a news photographer for 30-plus years. And when I retired, I started going to my first love, which was landscape photography. Excuse me. And I've been doing that ever since.
So now you're retired.
And now I'm retired.
You get to travel wherever you want.
Right.
Whenever you want. Looks like your travels have taken you to some exciting places just by your pictures here. Do you want to share where you've been? And
Well, not too far here. This sunflower was taken in Deerfield Township.
Okay.
Natorp sets up a field of sunflowers.
I'm familiar with that.
And that was taken there. This is Marblehead Lighthouse up on Lake Erie. And this is Antelope Canyon, which is in Page, Arizona. It's a slot canyon, and you can take tours in there, and they have photo tours. This is on Navajo land. This is not a U.S. national park. And speaking of U.S. national parks, I've traveled to about 30-plus national parks.
Wow. Wow.
Photographing in all the different national parks.
What's been your favorite?
Geez, probably Zion.
Okay.
That's one of my favorites, and I've been to Yosemite a number of times. And but I think Zion, and I think Utah has 5 different national parks, and I think all those with the different textures, and that's probably my favorite.
So you teach.
Yes.
What is it that you try to get across with your students, or how do you teach photography to new students?
Well, I think most people that go on vacation, they come home and they look at their pictures and they say, "Oh, that doesn't look like," you know?
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't look like the location. And I think
It never does it justice.
no, and I think a lot of problems is people have these nice digital cameras, but they have them on auto. And I think in my class, I try to get people off of auto and maybe on aperture priority or shutter priority to help them have more control over their photography.
I think I need to take a class. I am auto dependent, I must say. So where might people find some of your work? Do you have a website or anything?
Yes,
okay.
I have, it's paulmato.photography.com. It's PAULMATO photography.com.
Fantastic. And of course, you can sign up for classes here with Arts Connect and
Yeah, please do.
take one of Paul's classes. He's brilliant. He's absolutely brilliant. That wraps up our interviews this evening and the kickoff for the ArtLocal Art Show. Again, I encourage you to come in for a visit. I also encourage you to visit artlocalartshow.com, where you can see all of the artwork from the local artists. You can watch some videos that artists have submitted, and you can also bid on the silent auction items up until the 15th of November at 9:00 p.m. You can get into the raffle. Tickets are just $5, and you can win a $200 Visa gift card. And that drawing will be held on Monday, November the 16th, live right here on Facebook at 10 a.m. Also, one last plug for Arts Connect. We have our own website. It's theartsconnect.us. Again, theartsconnect.us. You'll be able to find all of your classes, events, galore to entertain you and your family. Good night, everybody. Have a wonderful and safe holiday weekend.